Ready? Oh, but look at your feet.
Here we go.
Look at your
This hyping it.
feet. I need sunshine. Oh my God, you're so beautiful, so bright. You guys said I'm so bright. Oh gosh. Okay, Esther, it's not about you, so focus. Hey fam, how are you? Larry and Esther Solarin here.
Yo.
Overhype me now.
See, babe, wife material, 1 million yards. Whoa.
So
That's acknowledgement.
we have our baby boy in the house.
As usual. He's the
As
third,
usual.
He's the third Solarin that is
Mm-hmm.
involved in this banter.
Somebody said you would have said banter with Larry and Esther Solarin. Now because you just said banter with the Solarin, so he's
That's
showing
why
up
he's
as
showing
Solarin like hello, I'm the Solarin. How are you guys doing? Okay, so let's just get right into it because anytime we show up here with this young man,
The director can just decide.
but
You
let's speak it into existence.
Mm.
He's going to give us time today.
Yeah.
We're going to speak a word in season. Anyway, so we are continuing with our conversation on expectations versus realities in marriage.
We've ended that series. This one is totally okay. Well,
It's still
okay.
you use one bonbon to sit on it. Sorry, if you don't understand bonbon, you can move on. Anyway, so we are looking at gender roles.
Mhm.
I'm laughing because I know it's such a big deal for many people. By the way, do you have an issue with when I used to hit you when I'm laughing? Like I just
I'm used to it now. So.
But it doesn't used to disturb you. You don't get offended.
Fine.
Oh, can you people hear us though? Let's confirm that before we talk too much. Can you hear us?
Yeah, if you can hear us, please. If you can't, please just let us know.
Can
Sound check
you
1 2
hear
1 2.
me?
And if they can't, they would.
They will let us know.
Let us know. Yeah.
Yes, gender roles.
Hmm.
Did you have expectations when you were getting married? Do you have gender?
Did I have expectations? It's not something that was so much of a big deal. I guess for us. So
yeah.
We just knew, okay, this person usually does this even on his own. Or like I do some things on my own, she does some things on her own. Yes, we discussed it, but it wasn't one of those major issues that we had.
Wait,
but
continue.
But TikTok.
You know, anytime I'm trying to digress right now. Anytime we talk about major issues that we
there are major issues now. Major issues. Emphasis on major.
It gives this vibe of we really had to shake some tables before we got married.
Yes, now shook tables. Relationship shaking tables.
You know why I'm laughing? It's because I know those tables. It be like, oh no, but it was good, Oba.
Maybe one day we'll talk about
We'll
the tables
talk about
you need to shake
sincerely
before you get married.
That's a topic already. Tables you need to shake before you get married.
Let's topic now.
Always there. My God. But I think really we didn't have expectations. I didn't have expectations in terms of house chores. I think we should specify more of the house chores. We didn't really have expectations in that sense. But I know that when we got married, things just started to fall into place. However, when I talk to intending couples, I always ask them what their expectations are for house chores because I've had some people say, I just want to marry and I want my wife to wash my clothes.
Yeah.
Like they've said this, like it's a big deal. If you are not willing to wash their clothes, you are not ready to marry them. It's like a deal breaker. You know, I've also had some people say, my wife must cook the food. So I always ensure that when I'm in sessions, I get to ask people what their expectations are. But I think for us, I know we talked about it, but it wasn't really so much.
I think the reason was because so as a bachelor, I know how to cook, I know how to clean the house. So it's like if you don't do it, I'll do it too.
And I think you were not coming in with that sense of entitlement. I think that's one good thing you didn't come in with.
Yeah, even though I wanted to be served like a daddy.
No, okay, but apart from that, you came in with that mind of I am a partner in this relationship.
We are two individuals who have been trained at home, who know how to do stuff. So you're coming in and you continue.
Yes.
Right. But then the dynamics changed by the time we got married and saw how things were. So I noticed I
This
got
guy
married.
wants to cast me.
No, I'm not casting. I'm not casting.
Yeah.
No, my dad trained us to cook. So
Uh-huh.
as guys, we know how to cook. When I got married, I noticed that I wasn't cooking so much again. One, because her food is fantastic. So I'm like, please just continue cooking that sweet food you cook.
Bragging rights.
You know, just,
And,
just,
and,
just cook
and
it,
should
just
should
cook
I
it.
also mention that my father-in-law loves my cooking?
Oh shit.
I'm proud.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, so I found myself working more,
Yeah.
and she was doing more of the cooking. So it wasn't like we sat down and said, okay, this is how we're going to do. I'll be working this long, you'll be doing. It just happened, right? Somehow that's how things just played out,
Yeah.
And then so while I still cook, I cook mostly maybe breakfast.
But even that
When
one said
that was when
it's life that made that happen.
life made that happen.
For
So
instance, I remember it was when I was pregnant for Oba and I that morning cooking really became your
became
job
my
description.
responsibility. I
Because
cook breakfast.
I know before then I used to be the one that used to do the cooking in the mornings
When T is going to
to school.
I would, I wake
No,
up.
na me dey cook for TA alone, not now. When it was just
it
TA.
wasn't only just you.
Na me dey cook most of the time now. Wetin dey
Who
talk?
told you?
Before we got prayer for the back, na
you,
me dey cook most of the time in the mornings. Wait. Okay. Na me dey baff tea. Na you dey cook. Na me dey baff tea. Na you dey cook.
Na me dey cook.
Okay. Even though upon tea. Okay, it's true. Then when I now got pregnant, it now became like full-time job description.
Just put the role here.
By the way,
breakfast cook.
when I'm talking about breakfast, we don't mean bread and tea. My husband does better than that. We mean spaghetti. We mean rice, beans, yam. So the point is she takes it to school. Yes, that's the point. What we take for breakfast is slightly different and just very easy. So it's actual food that is supposed to help her that she takes to school basically. So my husband cooks. I think at this point I want you to talk to guys that feel that cooking is a gender skill. Because if I talk now, they will listen to me in Jesus' name. My voice is scared everywhere.
But cooking is not a gender skill; it's a survival skill, right?
Into that,
yeah. Because when you're own, you need to know how to cook it. Now that there's this cholera outbreak, the prices of things are expensive. You want to eat out, you spend a whole lot of money. So being able to cook on your own really just helps.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
Even though you might not find the time to cook, but at least you know how to cook.
Yes.
It's very important. Like you know how to cook, and you can make your own meals when your wife isn't very available. For example, she travels for a work engagement. You can do your shakara. Don't allow these women to use you to do shakara. Like, don't. Know how to cook.
Off my that. But I don't use it to do shakara.
No, you don't use it to shakara. Just know how to enter kitchen. But you don't cook, I will enter kitchen and cook.
Exactly.
And you should do
funny enough, at least I can speak for you. You don't even do it as in so that Esther will not use me to do shakara. Because I don't even use to do shakara in the first place.
Most times I wait for your food now.
I think it's also the fact that you are very deliberate. Like there are times when maybe I'm probably very tired. You don't force your way. You don't insist and say, no, I don't care. I am eating pounded yam today. You don't do that. Instead, you either say, if you have the time, you either enter the kitchen and get it done, or
everybody eats late.
Or we eat something else.
Something just gonna buy bread.
Just
buy bread and do bread and egg.
Exactly. Like I've seen you do that, and I think it's so cute because I've heard instances where these men would insist that their wives should cook. Like it's like you must cook, like you don't have an excuse. And I think it's a sense of entitlement mentality.
I know it's also background. They don't have examples. Not every guy has examples of a male figure in the kitchen.
So change that example.
Yeah,
be the example.
Be the change.
Be the change.
Not every guy has that example.
I hope I have a witness in the house. Yes, I do. Yeah, be the change. I
Well, they don't
agree.
have that. So if you don't have that example, it's very difficult to switch unless you make a conscious effort to
Then,
say, this is how I want to do things
then
going forward.
I think that for some people, you mentioned something about background. I know for you that you grew up in a home where daddy used to cook.
Yeah,
Even till now, daddy still pulls some really nice stunts. And
that
there
smell is funny.
and there are some people that they didn't have that example.
Yeah.
Fine, we understand you didn't have that example. But then you now get married. You forget that in your father's example, your mother was probably not working.
And they probably had a nanny.
Or they probably had a nanny.
Yeah.
And even if your mom was working and she was still the main cook, you probably never took time to look at the stress on her face. So then you now marry and you just pick up that idea and you expect.
If the dad did not look at the stress on the mom's face, the kids might not be able to recognize it too.
I want to say something, but it's not godly, so I'm just going to. So I think at this point,
It's not like I'm not making an excuse. I'm
I
just
guess.
showing the peculiarities of different people and why it's intention that's required.
Yeah, I absolutely agree
It's
with
intention
you.
that's required to make those switches, those changes.
Mm,
Actually,
I agree with you, Sha. Shout out to Daddy.
you.
Daddy Solarins, God bless you. Tí yín ò ní bàjẹ́ láyé yìí. Thank you for being a good role model for this young man. Torí pé bread for plenty for this house. Because what's to be cooking every time? And I also remember that it was after I got married. Please, yeah. It was after I got married, I realized that I actually hated washing the toilets.
As you put breakfast cook, put toilet washer in this as the second rule, because I've washed toilet, I've washed bathroom.
Funny enough, there's a backstory to that. Yeah, there's a backstory to that, and the backstory is the way my mom washes toilets. You think they want to eat there? That's actually how mommy washes toilets. Mommy will scrub, like you should be able to see your teeth shining on the toilet house. So when I was with her, I did it as per okay, I don't get choice. But then I got married and I say, what kind of life is this?
Never again.
And I just realized that I struggle to wash toilets. Then my husband just looked at the toilets one day say, no, this cannot continue like this.
So I took up the road with my full chest.
With your full chest. God bless you. If not, I will still do it, but if for bad, let us also acknowledge that you don't like washing plates.
Wait first, finish the toilet part first. Let me take my flowers. What do you mean?
Take your flowers. Take your flowers. I know that toilet there. No,
but I don't wash all of them. At least you still wash one of them.
Yeah, I still. So, we cannot leave everything for you. So that's the beauty of our relationship. I like how we honestly overlap. Like that's what I notice we do. As much as we say, oh, Esther is the one that does the bulk of the cooking. So by bulk of the cooking, it means I do the food runs,
the soup, all the soups.
I do the prepping, I do the cooking, and then many times in the morning he does whatever we need to eat. Apart from that, there are instances whereby he is unable to do something. I step in and I do it. No drama. Nobody even knows anything is happening. There are times when I am maybe unable to cook and then you step in, or I'm unable to sweep and then we just
or one of the toilets and then you step in and then we have to acknowledge that
yeah,
thank you for doing that.
Yeah, that's something you do. No, I also do that.
Yes, no, you do it now. We do it.
We both do it. And I think that what has helped us is, you remember that time that we had that conversation?
Which one?
On entitlement before we got married.
Those are one of the major issues.
That table that we broke on entitlement. But I think it's really helped us because where we are now is such that we are genuinely grateful for whatever the other party does. As far as the home is concerned. Like we are genuinely grateful. For instance, on Saturdays, I see you change the bulbs.
But you see this thing called background. It's a very, very big deal. When I was still single, growing up in my parents' place now, I hated Saturday work. Saturday work meant you wake up on Saturday and the whole of that Saturday you're cleaning. Spearheaded by my mom.
Love your mommy.
Oh god, I hated it. But we did it for many years. Then I got married. In my mind, okay, no more Saturday work. But
Wait, did you really think there was not going to be Saturday work when
no,
you got married?
as just as we said now, it's not something that we sat down to say this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
But somehow on a Saturday morning, I wake up
Yeah.
and I am looking forward to clean. And I find myself cleaning toilets, find myself tidying the dustbins, find myself anything that needs repairs, I find myself doing that. And before you know it, it's 2 p.m. And like any Saturday we are at home, are doing that. And
however,
while Auntie here, she will take care of the kids, she will bathe them, cook food. She doesn't do any of that. She doesn't join me in any of it. She does her own during the week.
Exactly. See, this life is so hard.
She will sweep during the week.
The truth is that I also grew up in that setup where Saturday was for working, was for like major deep cleaning. But my mom's
her standard was too high.
No, it's not even about standard. I want to say something about context. See what I was saying earlier. Now, my mom was a 9 to 5. What that means was she had to leave the house every morning, come back late. So she didn't have time during the week to do these things. So Saturday was like the day when, let's just sit down and kill ourselves. Let us, get the work done. But for me,
that was the same thing with us.
Exactly.
So my mom was 9 to 5. We go to school, so it's weekends.
So it's weekends you had time. But currently, in this season of my life, I work from home. I can afford to do a bit of house chores, so it doesn't pile up. So on Saturdays, before you see me do a major
so basically, we can say it is the things I do that pile up.
Because you don't have time to do them during the week. You don't have time. For instance, now you say now you want to wash toilets during the week.
I don't have time.
You know fit now. You know fit. But me, 11:30 p.m. I still wash toilets. You know.
You do it.
I do it. Once I say okay, everybody's asleep, I will just what do I want to do? What do I need to clean? And I get it done, and it's just so easy. So I think that for me, maybe they're mindful of context. Yes. Don't just pick up something from social media. Don't just pick up something from your parents and insist that it must be the culture of your home. It may not be the culture of your home. Just look for how to adapt it. What can be removed? What needs to stay? And you have a better life. Life no hard. And I also feel like many people look up to celebrities when it comes to gender roles.
Yeah.
So you see, okay, let me speak for myself. There are some celebrities I love online, and post birth particularly, I see the way they push their crowd. Like exactly, that's the word. They bounce back as if they didn't just put to bed. They are just up and going. They're doing everything. And I remember for T, I particularly felt bad because I felt like I wasn't doing enough. I felt like I wasn't doing enough. And I remember I had to have that conversation with you where you now said, Esther, do you know the systems these people have in place in order for them to do the things they do?
Yeah, don't be deceived.
And that's the truth. And then I now started to listen. For instance, I remember someone like Kiki. Is it Kiki or Kiki? I think it's Kiki. Kiki is a major influencer. And in one of the interviews she did, at that point, she was saying she had not cooked in 9 months.
You see?
In 9 months. Yo, I've not cooked in 9 hours. I remember she said that, and I'm like,
bang bang.
So when you see her, you just see her, oh wow, she's in this place, she traveled abroad, oh, she looks so good. You don't know if she has 4 nannies, 3 drivers, 2 housemates. Like, you don't know these things. And there is nothing wrong in having these support systems if you can afford it. And if it aligns
with your
belief system.
Your goals and all,
exactly. So for someone like me now, I wouldn't it's not something I would choose in this season of my life. not because they are bad, but because I just feel like I'm in this season where I want to oversee things myself.
We want to be very intentional about
I
what
want to be
we
very intentional.
input into our children, and
The kind of atmosphere we have in the home is so important to me. So I am not ready to just leave that. So I wouldn't readily go and hire a nanny for my children for now.
and also because you work from home, so
Exactly.
you
I
can
can
still
afford
do
it.
that. If we were both
Yes.
9 to 5, oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna
And
send that
also
money on
because I
errand.
have a supportive husband. Let's put
Oh,
that there. Yeah, I do.
uh,
I do. Because you don't need me to do everything.
mm.
As much as it's still a
And
lot, even though
though
upon
upon scale,
seal,
whatever.
but I mean I still have your support. So I think it's just important to strike that balance. Shegbo,
Yeah.
don't just assume pay because other people are having the support system. You want to go and do it exactly like that. You
If
feel
you if you if
crash.
you can't send money on errand,
Mhm.
then you have to use time. You have to invest time
Then you have
in
to
doing
invest time.
things, getting things done.
Yeah.
Once you have that financial capacity to send money on errand,
Mhm.
then please, by all means, send money on errand. And
You just send money on there when you talk. It
yeah,
makes you remember what we used to say that sometimes, this first and foremost, this household chores thing,
yeah,
they cause problem for many people.
yep, 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 yep.
We also used to say that, see, it's lack of money that's cause many of these fights.
It's money, yeah.
It's lack of money many times.
It's
Yes,
money.
it's more than that. But lack of money and your inability to use technology. It's true. Some things are priorities, like a washing machine. It's something to save up for. It's something to get. Like a microwave. Like there are some things that makes life easy. Má para ẹ. And anything your husband can do, let him
Let
keep
it,
doing it.
can you imagine? What is that?
Anything your husband can do, let him keep
This is
doing
why men used to run away. Just like, I
it.
don't know how to do
No,
it.
but why would you do that? Because the job is still there. No, I'm not attacking you.
And yeah, you can't be attacking me.
The job is still there.
Yeah.
The work is there. Gosh, I have a lot in my head. I think that if you understand the concept of marriage as mutual partnership,
Mm-hmm.
we wouldn't have these conversations in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you understand that we are one, we are a team, my goal is to serve and support you.
Yeah.
Your goal is to serve and support me. If that is the mindset, we'll get things
You
done.
just fit in. It's like a puzzle. You just
Exactly.
fit in where the other person is. Yeah.
Effortlessly. And so if you're going to leave this place with anything, live with that mindset that in marriage, you are a team. Your goal as a wife, Momo, fine. Your goal as a wife is to serve and support your husband. And your goal as a husband is to serve and support your wife. Yeah. Any last words? I think we should wrap it up in our best interest.
Because the director is giving us signals. Yeah, just do everything with intentionality
Yeah.
and be fair to one another because it's very important. Sometimes
Be fair.
you have to, like on the part of guys, now you have to, there's ego, there's that thing. Why am I the one doing it? But the question is, how are you making your partner feel? What example are you setting
For your
for
children.
your children? Right? Is it making things better? Is it making things worse? Are you still having your way? Things like that. And really, if you work closely with the Holy Spirit, there are many things He will tell you, bros,
Get it
that
done.
thing, go and do it.
Yeah.
Even though you don't want to do it, sometimes I don't want to clear up. I'm like, oh, she should clear up. You can clear up, Joe. I'm tired. I just finished eating. I want to rest. Okay, stand up. Go and wash the plate. Go and wash the plate.
God bless
And I
you.
stand up and go and wash the plate.
And if as a man,
And I don't like washing plates. Most times when we are both in the kitchen, I prefer to pack the food and clear every other thing. She
Yeah.
washes because she's faster than me. If I wash
very
plates,
fast.
if I
My
wash
husband can
plates
sleep there.
2 hours, I'm still there.
Mhm.
I'm still washing the.
Mm.
So I don't like washing plates.
I think it's because you should think about your life when you're washing dishes.
Yeah, like it's a moment of to just think and just meditate. Yeah.
There's something you were saying I wanted to add to. I wanted to say that, and if as a husband, you feel like it is not your responsibility to do these things, then send your money on an errand and outsource it.
Why are you saying with
And
attitude?
outsource it.
Outsource it.
Yes, because your wife is your partner. She's not a maid. Okay, before feminists now come and pack this part of the conversation now and ignore the other part, let us balance it.
Don't go and cut this part out and now post it on social media.
You now
see,
this thing.
See what she said.
Summaries. Serve one another in love. And I'm going to leave you with this scripture. Ecclesia.
Hey.
Yeah. See it.
See it
now.
Say it now.
Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9 to 10 particularly. It says, 2 are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, one will lift up his companion. The goal here is for you to lift up your companion.
Yeah.
Always. Still wait for them to fall.
Always
be like practically. Okay, fam. We love you. I hope you learned something. Do follow us. Subscribe. We love you. Please subscribe. Oh yeah, don't subscribe. Please share.
You can book a counseling session.
Then book a counseling. Or come if you wear a Bentley phone. Come on, please book a counseling session, professional counseling session. I went to school. I have certificates to back me up. And that channel me. So it's www.imolecounseling.com. I love you. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.
You know, say you love them.
Yo, okay. I love you. Take care. Bye bye.